Hello everyone, this is Preet Verma and this is video of complaint mechanisms of quasi judicial bodies. So what is the meaning of quasi judicial bodies? The quasi judicial bodies typically are public administrative agencies under the realm of the executive branch and are largely bestowed with authority similar to courts. These bodies have the power to resolve disputes and also impose punishments. Examples of quasi-judicial institutions include National and State Human Rights Commissions, Central and State Information Commissions, Consumer Redressal Forums and Commissions, Income Tax Tribunals, and so on. Now, the most fundamental ones are the national human rights institutions that include the National Human Rights Commission, National Commission for Minorities, National Commission for Women, National Commission for Scheduled Castes, and the National Commission for Scheduled Tribes. So let's discuss each one of them in brief. So guys, first is National Human Rights Commission. The specific legislation called the Protection of Human Rights Act was enacted by the Parliament in 1993, which in turn established the National Human Rights Commission as an independent institution with powers and functions to promote and protect human rights. This act also provides for the constitution of state human rights, commission at state levels for access to complaint mechanisms at the state level. Now, the National Commission is headed by the chairperson, who is a former Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and the other members of commission are one member who is a former judge of the Supreme Court, another member who is present or former Chief Justice of a High Court, and two other members with knowledge or experience in matters relating to human rights. And besides, there is a Secretary General who is the Chief Executive Officer of the Commission, who largely discharges administrative duties of the Commission. Now, powers and functions of the Commission. So it has following functions. First, inquiry and investigation. One of the Commission's roles is to conduct inquiry and investigation into the alleged violation of human rights or abatement, aiding or supporting or negligence in the prevention of such violation by a public servant. The Commission has the powers of a civil court, and in conducting an inquiry or investigation, it can utilize various powers including the following. First, summon and enforce the attendance of witnesses and examine them on oath. Second, ask for production of any document before itself to receive evidence on affidavits. Third, request public record from any court or office and to examine witnesses or documents. Next is intervening in court proceedings. So the Commission may, with the permission of the court, intervene in court proceedings concerning human rights violations. For example, the Commission can request the Supreme Court to transfer pending riot cases out of a state in which the riots had happened to ensure the witnesses are not threatened in any manner and that evidence are not damaged. Next is inspection of jails, etc. So the Commission may also visit any jail or other governmental institutions where prisoners are lodged or detained to study the living conditions of the inmates and make recommendations to the government. Next is awareness and sensitization. So, the Commission can review various human rights laws either in the Constitution or other statutes and recommend measures to the government for their effective implementation. Now the complaint mechanism. The complaint mechanism procedure with the National Human Rights Commission is easy and straightforward. Means anyone aggrieved of human rights violation or their representatives can lodge a complaint with the Commission in any language. The complaint can be filed online at www.nhrc.nic.in or by paper petition using the complaint format provided on the website. The complaint can be sent either by post or fax or through email. There is no fee for filing a complaint. The complaint must be filed within a year of the occurrence of the human rights violation. Once the complaint is pending before the Commission, one can check the status of the complaint online itself. Now guys, next is National Commission for Minorities. So National Commission for Minorities Act 1992 was basically enacted by the Parliament to create the National Commission for Minorities to safeguard the human rights of minorities, including protection against inequality and discrimination. Minorities' human rights are enshrined in the Constitution as well as other laws enacted by Parliament and the state legislatures. The minorities here are referred to religious minorities of Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains and Zoroastrians, that is Parsis. Many states also have instituted these state minorities commissions and are located in the respective state capitals. And persons who belong to the minority communities can approach the state as well as National Minorities Commission for remedying human rights violations. So the National Minorities Commission consists of a chairperson, a vice president, and 5 other members who are nominated by the central government from amongst the minority communities who are persons of eminence, ability and integrity. Now next is National Commission for Women. So in 1992, the National Commission for Women was established under the National Commission for Women Act 1990. The commission consists of a chairperson and 5 members who are nominated by the central government from amongst persons of ability, integrity and standing who have had experience in any of these areas: law or legislation, trade unionism, management of an industry, potential of women, women's voluntary organizations including women activists, administration, economic development, health, education or social welfare. So at least one member each belongs to the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes communities. The member secretary takes care of the administrative matters. Now the major functions are to investigate and examine matters relating to the safeguards provided for women under the Constitution and other laws, to look into complaints and also take suo motu notice of matters on deprivation of women's rights, non-implementation of laws required to achieve equality and development, and non-compliance of policy decisions, guidelines or instructions pertaining to women welfare, to make recommendations to central and states for the effective implementation of safeguards for improving the conditions of women, to review provisions of the Constitution and other laws affecting women and make recommendations about remedial legislative measures required to address inadequacies or shortcomings in the laws. To take up cases with the appropriate authorities about violation of women human rights as provided in the Constitution and other laws. To participate and advise on the planning process of socio-economic development of women. To evaluate the progress of the development of women under the Union and any state. To inspect a jail, remand home, women's institution or other place of custody where women are kept as prisoners or otherwise, and take up with the concerned authorities for remedial action if found necessary, and to found litigation involving issues affecting a large body of women. And the last major function is to make periodical reports of the government on any matter pertaining to women and in particular various difficulties under which women toil. So next one is National Commission for Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes. So Article 338 of the Constitution of India provides for establishing a special officer for the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes to investigate all matters relating to the safeguards provided for the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in the Constitution and report to the President. The two commissions, the National Commission for Scheduled Castes and the National Commission for Scheduled Tribes, were instituted in fulfillment of Article 338 of the Constitution to protect their human rights and prevent their exploitation, and encourage and defend their social, educational, economic and cultural securities as provided in the Constitution and other legislations. For example, state provides reservation or affirmative action programs for government jobs to backward classes like scheduled castes and scheduled tribes who, because of historical and continued disadvantages based on caste status and otherwise have not been adequately represented in the services under the state. Examples of special laws include the Protection of Civil Rights Act 1955 and the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Prevention and Atrocities Act 1989. Moreover, these commissions are independent or autonomous and transparent bodies that are created under specific legislations to promote and protect human rights. For example, the National and State Human Rights Commissions are governed by the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993. National commissions have jurisdiction over the entire nation, and the parallel state commissions take matters of human rights violations from the respective states. So guys, this is all for this video. However, before I say bye-bye, let's have a quick revision what we have discussed in this video. Okay, so I have discussed the different provisions of various commissions that formed exclusively to redress the issue of human rights. So bye bye guys, and take care. See you in the next video.